Well, welcome, folks. It is Wednesday night, and we are right in the middle of the Florida South Varsity school soccer season. And do not trust what the scoreboard on screen says. We have not started this game yet. Thank you very much. Let's zero that out. Both teams do start from 0 goals, as usual. A double duty for the Sharks this week. We had one game last night. If you joined us for that one, thank you very much. Up in Davie, a 3-0 win for the Sharks. Didn't tell the whole story of the game. It was they were definitely on top, but definitely made to work a little bit by the opponents. And tonight we are down in beautiful Coconut Grove in Miami, and we're up against the Ransom Everglades. The Raiders versus the Sharks today. The Sharks are going to be in the white uniforms, and the Raiders, a little bit of gamesmanship still in their huddle there. Let me see, what color would you call that? It's kind of a sky blue, is it? Yeah, sky blues versus whites. A little close, but different enough, I think, that it's going to work. So it looks like Ransom Everglades with the kickoff here. And looking at the starting lineup for the Sharks, it looks like they've brought a strong lineup down here. A couple of players are missing, but away we go. The Everglades looking to move the ball, but that breaks down. It comes to Taylor Smith, moves it on nicely to Raskin. Raskin looks up. Plenty of room for Raskin to move in. Sensible play, not rushing that one forward. Raskin again, this is a good early bit of possession for the Sharks. Down the line, one for Smith to chase. And that one goes out, and it is going to be a goal kick. It's a very, very nice score, this, but the field is a little tight. There's not a lot of width to play with, and the Sharks do like to get the ball wide when they can and exploit a bit of width, a bit of pressure here. That one's going to go all the way back to Avril Ramirez. Not a lot of pressure coming there. Looked like a decent ball by Ramirez. Couldn't quite get it over the Ransom Everglades player. Plenty of room for De La Cruz here. De La Cruz to Raskin. And more good possession from the Sharks. Smith and Raskin giving each other plenty of the ball in these early couple of minutes of the game. And under pressure, they are forced back, and again, all the way to Ramirez. As I say, 2 games this week. We've got more games coming up. We're still trying to get a firm schedule for the next few games. There's racing through. Good covering by the defender. I think it was Smith hunting for that one. And the loose ball. There's a little bit of room for the Sharks to work with here, but they might be better swinging this over to the left-hand side. Where's it going to come? Well, in the end, it goes all the way through to the goalkeeper. Today, Rivera for the Raiders. And I did say it's a tight field. At one end of the field is a swimming pool. The other end is Biscayne Bay. So you can lose a few soccer balls here if you get your shots wrong. Coming down the left-hand side. Attempted cross, but didn't quite get that one the way she wanted. And it will go through to the goalkeeper. I'm going to kick this one long downfield. Bouncing ball, some work to do here. That one's up in the air, and now a chance for the Raiders to take a bit of possession. That's a terrible pass, though, and it gives the ball away. But immediately the Sharks do the same thing. There was a boys' game before this one, and felt like that one went on a little bit long, so they didn't really get a chance to warm up on the field, which sometimes can make a difference. when you're getting your head in the game. So there's been a little bit of a sloppy start, let's say. A couple of mistakes here and there, but there's a long way to go in this game yet. This is a free kick to be taken by Raskin. She sends it short. This team is so good with the ball at their feet. It's not always the case that you have to pump those free kicks forward. Oh, a great bit of football by Smith. She sends it inside to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz first time. And she's got her shooting boots on today. Again, Dela Cruz just misses high those free kicks forward.
Take another look at that one.
Oh, a great bit of football
Smith
by
the ball.
Smith. She sends it inside to Dela
Good
Cruz. Dela
vision
Cruz first
to
time.
give it to Dela Cruz, and
she's got her shooting boots on
bit
today.
further
Again,
out,
Dela
that probably would
Cruz
have dipped under the bar, but
another goal kick. But the first real effort of the game goes to the Sharks. Another misdirected pass. Oh, great strength. That's wonderful work by Herrera. Here she is again. I was waxing lyrical about that central midfield partnership between Herrera and Raskin in the last game. And they seem to read each other's minds at times. Danger on the edge of the area here. But once again, the Raiders missed the important pass at a crucial moment, and it will be a throw-in. Five minutes gone, no goals yet. Raskin sends that ball through. Dela Cruz applying a bit of pressure. She'll probably go all the way through to the keeper here. And the keeper, sensible head by Rivera. And a bit fortunate there from the defender as well that she didn't get tackled. Oh, and this is a chance for Dela Cruz. And it's charged out by the defense. Unlucky. But good work by the defender to get back into position. And they will need to keep an eye on the number 9 from the Sharks tonight. 5 minutes in, had one shot on goal. Almost got another away. It's very rare that you see number 14, Bianca Raskin, waste possession. She's very aware of what's happening around her and always seems to make that right turn away from the pressure if it's coming and knows when to play it sensible, knows when to try a through pass or maybe play it long. A loose ball there, one to sweep up for the defender and sensibly back to Ramirez, and you can see there behind those rather nice bit of greenery behind the goal is the water off towards the Bahamas. I wonder how many soccer balls from this school have made it into the water, washed up on an island in the Caribbean. Here come the Raiders, raiding forward. And I'm not sure if that was a shot or if it was an attempted through ball, but in the end, it wasn't much of either. And just as much as the 3 goals last night was important, the Sharks also kept their opponents shut out. A clean sheet for Ramirez and her defenders. So adding it up in my head now, we've had 97 minutes without a goal conceded. And the game before that, they absolutely thrashed Gulliver Prep and only let 1 goal in that game. So it's 1 goal in 2 and a bit games conceded. So as much as you do have to get on the board, it's been a great defensive performance over the last few games by the Sharks. I think Ramirez has done more kicking than saving. That's a good kick downfield, won well by Dela Cruz. Smith is right there to take the knockdown. Dela Cruz with the good ball. And that's sent in first time, but straight to the goalkeeper. they keep that in? I think that's going to go out for a throw. And now you can see there from the camera angle, it is a lovely little stadium, but very, very tight. Herrera with a long ball forward. One to chase there. She's going to get there first. She might get there first. Lifts it over the goalkeeper. Can't get it on target. Take another look at that one. And it was Herrera with the long ball forward. Seemed like it was one to chase there. She's going to get there first. She might get there first. Lifts it over the goalkeeper. Can't get it. It is a bit difficult when the goalkeeper is coming out towards you, and she tries to lift it over the goalkeeper. Didn't quite come off. Oh, that's a giveaway in an important area. They need to find a little combination on the edge of the penalty area here. Maybe get room for a shot. There's plenty of sky blue jerseys around there, and the Raiders, I think they will get this away. They very carefully bring it out. On ball forward, up to the forward. Trying to hook that one on. And again, half a chance developing here. But it is given away. 10 minutes gone. Still no goals. De La Cruz can't hold on to that one. And it's a little bit more like a chess match than a soccer match at the moment. And I think the high press coming here from the Sharks is really been their best route into chance on goal at the moment. A couple of good passes here and there. And there's a throw-in happening down there somewhere, down the line by the Sharks. Raskin tries to help that one on, and that one's going to go out to, he's kind of trapped in down by this halfway line. I think Raskin might have won a free kick there. And she'll leave it. I think this time we will send the kick long. De La Cruz helps it on, and switched on thinking by the defender there. Just cutting out the ball, running through to the Shark lurking over on the far side of the field. Real close competitive game at the moment. Still waiting for that bit of quality that might spark this game into life. And another little mistake by the Raiders might let in De La Cruz, might let in Smith as well. Still that defense holds firm. And out for another throw. We do cover a lot of ground watching these games. We're up in Davie last night, back down in Miami. And then the last game before that, we were way down in Pinecrest. So it's a big commitment for these players to be part of this team. Give up their weeknights. And I'm sure it must have been a heck of a trip down here from Nova, but should be an easy one home. And it will be even better if they go back with a win and all 3 points. Lots of good one-on-one battles happening all over the field here at the moment. No one really getting out on top. Loose ball, who's going to get there first? Can they keep it in? No, it's going to be another throw in on this near side. It's a quick field. The ball is really running on it. And that's going to come through to Smith. Smith competing well for it, but loses out, I think, to the number 4 for the Raiders, which is Mackenzie Connell. Raskin. Herrera. She finds Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz back to Herrera. Raskin in some space here. Tries a dipping shot. Hits the crossbar. The ball is still in play and it's caught by the goalkeeper. Well, they're getting closer, the Sharks. And that was a wonderful effort by Raskin. Maybe just needs to get it a little bit either side of the goalkeeper. A little bit more dip on it. But Dela Cruz has come close. Raskin has just come even closer. And now it opens up the other way. Good covering. And a good first-time kick by Ramirez as well. Ball comes forwards. And once again, Ramirez takes over. Oh, great touch there to bring that ball down. Just kill that ball stone dead. And it gives the Sharks a little platform to send this ball forwards. Into the void over there on the far side. It will be another throw. But if you have a long throw specialist in your team, this can be a pretty threatening position. No long throw comes. It's Dela Cruz on the edge of the area. Ball's backwards once again. And the ball forward from defence does find its target, but they can't keep it in the opponent's half. It's an intriguing game. I think we've still got a couple of gears to find somewhere. We did have a period in last night's game where it got very hectic and very end-to-end, but we haven't really had that so far. I think this is Smith bearing down on goal, and another great covering challenge there. Throw-in taken short. Didn't quite come off on the edge of the area. Can the Sharks turn this pressure into a goal? Decent throw. Trying to flick that one on. It does come through to Smith. Smith goes down. And I think that might be Connell again. Mackenzie Connell clearing that one out for yet another throw-in. Sent in quickly. Loose ball. And Raskin does get a shot away, but it's saved well. Pretty simple save for the goalkeeper, but you've got to get down and make sure, get something behind ball. And Rivera did well there, sends the ball long downfield as well. And let's give a shout out to All Year Cooling, South Florida's #1 choice for AC services and installations. Thank you, All Year Cooling, for being a very, very kind sponsor to the University School Sharks. Great header first time, I think, by Herrera. Raskin surrounded by 3 players, still finds a good pass. And the defender has to put that one out for a corner kick. And my name is Lee Evans from Magic City Soccer. You can find at Magic City Soc on the social media networks. Find us on Twitter and Instagram. I think I'm going to be at the US Women's National Team game at the Drive Pink Stadium on Saturday. So if you see me, say hello. And we'll put some coverage from there on the old social media. Here comes the corner, drifted in. And it was quite a good corner, but cleared well with a head by the defence. And they can't get it back in. Goes straight to a Raiders player. Good little move. Great little move to keep possession by the home team. Some work for the defenders to do. The Raiders still on the ball here. There's a little overlap on down the right-hand side. Saw the run, couldn't get the pass away. Well, a few shouts from the stand that one was a foul. The ref lets the game play on. I'm always a little bit on the referee's side there. I like to see the game flow. Raskin, De La Cruz, back to Raskin. First time forward to Smith. De La Cruz from distance. Doesn't quite get hold of that the way she wanted to, and that one will drift off. And we will have a short break here for... Are we going to have a drinks break? We had a drinks break last night, but maybe we're not. I thought I heard a whistle. Maybe not. We are going to have the goal kick. We are at the midway point of this first half. A decent game so far. And again, a big ask to ask the Sharks to play at high intensity 2 games in a row. There we go. It's a great piece of defensive work there to stop that run and win back possession. But neither team can really settle into the ball. It's a few little fouls are coming in now, and I think the best way to describe that is it's a very competitive game. Great little move to make some room. Ball comes in, one touch by Smith, but it just gets away from her. And sometimes you can be as good and as talented as you want, but sometimes you need that little bit of luck, the way the ball comes up off the turf, and it just bounced away from her. And I think this is the little break for refreshments and a little chance for the coaches to make a few tweaks here and there. So we'll take a little minute's break, and we'll be back with the second part of this first half in about a minute and a half.
Check. You're good, Lee.
Sharks pinned back in their own half. This is not something that happens too often, but they're managing it quite well. Ramirez sends it out wide, and again, there's just not enough room on the field for those sweeping diagonal balls. Loose ball. Who's going to get there? It's the Raiders. A little combination on the edge of the area. They could be in here. They can't find a little 1-2 or something. And they still have the territory. This is a good spell from the home team. One of the Sharks uses her head and played out from the midfield. And all the way back to Rivera in goal. Rivera uses it quite nicely. And that's the way to do it. Nice direct passes through the centre of the midfield is where you're going to get a little bit of joy here tonight, I think. And through ball looking for De La Cruz. Doesn't come off, but it's kept in quite nicely by the Sharks. Sent into the area. Misses everyone. And if Smith had gambled a little bit on that one and the defender missing it, we could have had a chance on goal, but that one's going to go out. Playing out from the back. Sometimes it can backfire. Is it going to backfire here? Raskin plays that one up high. She might have been better taking a touch and going for goal there. Cross comes in and just can't get the direction on it. That one's going to curl out for another goal kick. Still sticking to the philosophy of playing it out from the back, and there we go. It's going to go out for a throw-in. This is an easy bit of regained possession by the Sharks. Held up on the edge of the area, hooked in, and it almost creeps in at the near post. I don't know if there's too much wind out there, but a little gust of wind might have helped that one in. We saw a few shots last night that were sort of creeping in towards that far post and didn't quite make it in, but sometimes you just got to swing a boot at it and hope for the best, and it was a pretty decent effort in the end. And again, taken quickly. Well, I guess that is good to see. So you should start as you mean to go on, and that's the way the game is played these days. Gone are the days where the goal kicks all went long downfield. So it's best to get into the habit while your game is still developing. Great move. Lovely little spin. Has to go backwards, but one possession well there. Sent forward by Rico. Rico's done well at left back so far. Not had too much to do, but has done some good covering at times when she's needed to. Here she is on the ball now. Raskin again. That's a lovely little swerve to bring the ball out of defence. Raskin makes a little bit of room for herself here. De La Cruz moves it onto the right wing. De La Cruz should get this one back. She's got a few players for company there. Herrera plays it forward. This is good stuff by the Sharks. Can they find an end product here? Taking their time with this attack. Raskin goes over and the referee blows, and that one is a free kick. Right on the edge of the area. Looks like the two players got a little tangled up there. Raskin is going to get back up onto her feet. the usual suspects lining this one up from the free kick. Number 14, Bianca Raskin, and number 3, Taylor Smith. Smith leaves this one, I think, to Raskin. Although we've seen a couple of free kick routines where one player makes a little dummy run and then another one takes the shot on. So let's see what the Sharks have planned for us here. Raskin over the ball. Good technique, straight at the keeper and punch clear. Smith tries to take control of the ball, and on the edge of the area, it just goes wide. All credit to the goalkeeper there. Let's take a look at that one again. Over the ball. Good technique from Raskin. Good technique, straight at the keeper and punch clear. It's a shot on target. Smith tries to take control of the ball. Too many sky blue jerseys back there. Now the counter-attack is on, and again, that ball just a bit too straight. Can't play in the left winger. Got players competing for that ball. It's just so congested in that midfield. It's difficult for any player on either side to really make an impression. You'd probably say Raskin has seen most of the ball. Great move to turn away from the pressure. Helps the ball downfield. Ooh, and a little bit of a... Well, he's had a back pass. I think it probably was an unintentional swing at the ball, and the ball went back to the keeper. But there was possibly a little heart-in-mouth moment there for some of the Raiders players. Try that 1-2 again, doesn't open up for them. Well, 8 minutes of this first half remaining. Rivera comes out, but has she tried a bit too much here? Dela Cruz trying to win this ball back. Poked in towards goal, cleared off the line, edge of the area, Raskin! And it's into 2 players. Still a chance the Sharks can do something with this ball. A let off for Rivera and the Raiders. And not enough power behind that shot, and an easy one for the goalkeeper to gather. Another replay. We're getting a few highlights in here now. Well, 8 minutes of this first half remaining. Goes past Rivera comes out, but has she tried a bit too much here? Dela Cruz trying to win this ball back. Just enough poked in towards goal. Cleared off the second player. Put a shot on goal, but there was a defender on the line to help her out. And it's into 2 players. And I did say it could be a moment of quality, but it could also be a mistake that makes the difference in this game. And don't think the goalkeeper would have been very popular at halftime if that mistake had led to a Sharks goal. But they do get away with it, and actually, the keeper Rivera did do just about enough to keep the Sharks at bay. Smith loses out there, no fouls, play on. And it's helped out a play for a Sharks throw. Once again, 10 out of 10 for technique for Raskin there. Can't find the pass though. Here she is again. Looking to play that in down the line towards the number 13 Herrera. Down the right-hand side, Dela Cruz uses her body well, slips that one through, but shows a bit too much of it to the defence. The ball is still loose here. And I think, is that going to be a free kick? No, it's going to be a throw. It did look like one of the Sharks caught one of the defenders there.
on balance, I feel that a scoreless first half is probably a fair reflection of the game. I think the Sharks might be a little disappointed they haven't got on the board here. There's not been too much for the Raiders to get excited about, but they have kept themselves in the game, so that's a positive for them. Ball comes in, and once again, it's helped out for a corner kick. And is this where the deadlock gets broken? It's probably the other side of the equation of the field being a little smaller, is that it's a little bit easier to get the corner kick into the area. One player on the penalty spot. There's a whole bunch on the far post. And once again, headed clear, and it will be collected by the goalkeeper. The ball bounces over. Oh, there's a chance here. The ball is slipped through. It does get forced out a little bit wide. Can they find the ball across goal? And that one is into Biscayne Bay. That's one for the Manatees, but it's going to be a corner. Ball bounces over. Oh, there's a chance here. The ball is slipped through. Came over the top, and it just does get forced out a little bit wide. Can they find the ball across goal? And that one is into by the defender to send that one over the line for a corner kick. But that was a decent chance developing for the home team, and they get a corner. They'll take it short, trying to change up that angle. The ball comes in, and it's in the back of the net. Against the run of play, it's a goal for the Raiders. And the short corner routine plays off. Let's take another look at that one. And they get a corner. They'll take it short. Perfectly executed short corner. Takes one touch and then bang.
The ball comes in, and it's in the back of the
net. Against the run. And I think Ramirez just took her eye off the ball a little bit there. And it has been, in the end, one whole game and almost one whole half, but the Sharks have finally conceded a goal. And that is credit to the Raiders. You keep yourself in the game, and then you take the most of the set pieces. And despite having a few corners, the Sharks haven't done anything with them. And a lovely little corner routine from Ransom Everglades. And now they have the lead. And now this is about, how do you respond if you're the Sharks? Changes the coach's team talks at halftime as well. I think the Raiders have been watching tape. They're a little bit wise to some of these moves that that the Sharks like to do. The little through balls, the slide rule passes that we saw last night. They're just not coming off for the Sharks. Someone's been scouting, I think. The ball comes in over the top. A little bit of a mistake by the fullback for the Raiders. And from the edge of the area, first time shot goes across goal. Can't get it on target. About a minute and a half left to go. I still want to play it out from the back, even though they now do have the 1-goal lead, and it has caused them some problems in the first half, the Raiders. Raskin keeps her composure, keeps possession for her team. Oh, lovely bit of play. And that one looks like a foul, but the referee says no. Got the whole ball. Last chance of the half, maybe, for the Sharks. Comes to Dela Cruz, and bearing down the goal is Smith. Smith can't get there. And a little note of congratulations for the defender there for sticking to her job and making sure that Taylor Smith didn't get in on goal.
This throw-in will be the last chance for the Sharks to try and get back on level terms in this first half. Ball comes in a little bit too far over. The referee's blown his whistle, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And, well, we've had a pretty interesting first half here. And a tale of two defences, but the Sharks' defence has finally been breached. And it is 1-0 to the Raiders here at halftime. We'll have the second half for you here at Ransom Everglades in Coconut Grove in Florida very shortly. Okay, we've got the second half coming up for you folks. A very delicately poised game. 1-0 to the Ransom Everglades Raiders up against the University School Sharks. So what I like to see is open attacking soccer. So let's hope that the Sharks come out swinging here. And if you are just joining us on the stream, this is the Sharks on the ball in the white uniforms, and the sky blues are the Raiders. That one goes out for the first throw-in of the second half. We had plenty of throw-ins in the first half, and had a little venture outside of the commentary box at half-time. Beautiful full moon out there as well. Nice big soccer ball in the sky. Throw in on the edge of the area. Sharks can't do anything with that one. Difficult for the Raiders to get out of that little dark zone there. Loose ball, that could have gone to anyone. Edge of the area, trying to make a little lane for a shot. Doesn't open up. Smith scuffs across into the area, and that one goes out for another throw. If you didn't catch the first half, it was... I think the Sharks probably did better on possession. Don't have a computer with stats in front of me, but the feeling was they had more of the ball. But it was a crucial goal, well-worked goal from a corner for the Sharks, for the Raiders, beg your pardon, that put them 1-0 up. Once again, it's like rush hour on the I-95 in the centre of midfield there. There's nowhere for anyone to move. That one's helped on. Smith from distance, but slips taking that shot, and it goes all the way through to, I think it's still Rivera in goal. Although it does look like they may have switched up the goalkeeper for the Raiders. Difficult to tell from here. Zelnick sends that one in. They do have two goalkeepers on the roster. By the looks of things, it's Crowley and Rivera. So we're not entirely sure who's in between the sticks for the Raiders. Moving forward again. Oh, a little bit of the rub of the green finally. And the ball goes through, but the keeper's going to get there first. They haven't got very much change out of this Raiders defense all night, have the Sharks. The home team just need to keep it tight for another 37 minutes. And they can take the win here. Down the line. Held up well and almost played through with the back heel. I think that might be Lavernia who's at the top there for the Raiders. Could be an 11 on the back of that jersey. Going off my roster here in front of me. That one goes out, but understandably, since the goal, the Raiders have looked a little bit more confident. Good header to stop that attack coming to something. Moving it down the left-hand side, and that one's going to be put out for a throw-in as well. We do have a action-packed schedule coming up for the Sharks. Plenty of games coming up between
now and Christmas. And you can find details of the games, and if you want to get involved in the team, you can find that on the website. Just search for the university school, and you'll find all sorts of goodies on their website. And while we're doing a few shout outs, a shout out to All Year Cooling as well, the magnificent sponsors of the University School Sharks, South Florida's #1 choice for AC air conditioning services and installations. The best in South Florida for all your cooling needs. We've seen some cool heads in both defenses. It's taken a set piece to get the 1 goal on the board. And what we need is a bit of some fire in the box, like matchsticks from these forwards. That's what this game is missing. Who's going to come out with this one? It's the Sharks, edge of the area again. Raskin again. This time she gives possession away. That doesn't happen very often. That's out for another throw. Yeah, I did have a little look outside, and it's a beautiful evening for soccer. It's there's hardly a breath of wind out there. Free kick taken quickly. Sensible idea. Attacking down the right-hand side. Looking for the cross here. Takes a little bit of a deflection. I think that's going to be a corner kick. I'd be worried down taking the corner kick down in that corner in case an alligator comes out with that little bit there, because that's open water down there. Wonder, you sent a few. Here comes the corner kick. We'll get back to the alligators in a minute. Nothing comes from it, but there's a shot on goal from the rebound, and it's tipped over the bar nicely. The reflexes of an alligator. Wonder, you sent a few. Here comes the corner kick.
It seemed like
we'll get back to the
chance
alligators in a
had gone
minute.
away,
Nothing comes from it, but
towards
there's
goal,
a
and
Shot on
I'm
goal
call that as a
from
very,
the
very good
rebound, and
save.
And the 0 goalkeeper is Ella Crowley, according to my roster. So a great save there. It's going to be another corner kick. We'll get back to the alligators in a minute. Corner kick comes in. Defensive header. And the Sharks have pushed back all the way. I'm trying to think. As the Sharks come forward again. Dela Cruz. Oh, just misses. What animals would make good soccer players? As we look at the replay. Comes to Dela Cruz, and she's had some good shots over the last two games. Again, Dela Cruz found the woodwork a couple of times, and just misses. Can't quite get that one on target. A shark wouldn't make a very good soccer player because, of course, it would be out of water. But an alligator at the back, I mean, that's gonna make you think twice. A little bit of bite in the tackle, and that's all the animal puns I've got in me for one night. Like a fox in midfield. Maybe I have got one more animal pun in me. Raskin almost finds a long through ball there. Dela Cruz can't find the loose ball. Go forward again. There's just no way through. Oh, great ball. Can they keep it in? I think they're just about going to keep this in. First time cross. The right idea. The execution wasn't great. I've got in sharks, alligators, and foxes. I'll slip one in before the end of the game and see if you can spot it. The referee brings that one back. Oh, great reading of the game. And again, trying to get the shot away, got underneath it. Not working out the goalkeeper there. This is one of those moments where they take The goalkeeper can't believe it. They've taken that too quickly again, I think, or the ball was maybe moving a little bit. We're thinking that maybe someone on the sideline is getting a yellow card. We're not too sure here. The referees are having a little committee meeting about it. I'm not sure what this is about. Your guess is as good as mine. And we're thinking that there may have been a yellow card shown to someone on the sideline, and the assistant was just coming over to tell the referee maybe who that was, so the referee can make a note of that. Interesting one. Great high pressing, but once again, they just can't use that as a platform to get an attack going. The Sharks are still piling forward, but unable to prise open this Raiders defense. Is this going to be the moment? De La Cruz wants to do it all herself. Runs out of room. And it's pretty good play from the Raiders defense. They're really sort of holding firm on the edge of the area there. They just get nice and compact. And it's just very, very hard to get through, even with some of the talented players on the Sharks team. And that's going to be a free kick. Well, it looks like we're going to send this one into the area. Try and take maximum benefit from it, but too much on it. And this is where the time seems to run at a different rate depending on which team you are. And the Raiders, these seconds will feel like they're really dragging now as they wait for this clock to run down. And it's starting to... the clock is going to start to go quicker and quicker and quicker for the Sharks. But there's still time to at least get an equalizer here. I think we've had a few attacks here, not that many, but I'm on to my 20th mosquito attack of the night here. They're out in force, looking for my rich European blood. Tiny error there, and that invites a little bit of pressure from the Raiders. I've got to say that mosquito reference wasn't my final animal reference of the night. That was just because the mosquitoes were annoying me. I will try and slip in one more animal reference here. That's going to be another free kick. A few animated shouts from the crowd. Decent turnout here of friends and family. Pacing this one out, we're going to send this one into the area as well. Keeper comes out, claims that confidently. A little bit of a fortuitous deflection there. Two players go over. Referee doesn't see anything wrong there. Oh, great stuff. drifts past one, then another, gets hauled down, and that one will be a free kick for the Sharks. Well, these free kicks have had a habit of being hit a bit too hard and going a little bit too far, but I think we have the right person taking this free kick if it's Raskin. Got maybe the nicest touch on the team, the regular corner taker. That's a decent looking delivery to a dangerous area, but still no one can get a touch on it, and it's keeper's ball.
Nobody wants to make a run the second ball in.
And there was a chance there for the Raiders to relieve the pressure on their defenders a little bit, but they can't retain possession. And once again, it's up to the Sharks to try and solve this puzzle of the Ransom Everglades defense. A little bit of space here for Dela Cruz. Can she turn? She can't. Kept in nicely. One of the fans there says it's a throw-in, and in fact we do get a throw-in in the end. And we're getting a substitution here. Why have we stopped? It does look like one change maybe for the Raiders. Not too sure who the players going off and coming on are. Smith battling for that one. But again, possession lost. Finally, a chance for the Raiders in the second half, trying the through ball. But nowhere near a teammate. Bit of a heavy touch by Smith, and she slides in, loses a bit of control going in for that one, and gives a free kick away. Well, they scored their first goal from a set piece. Chance here from the free kick. Good delivery. Ramirez has to watch that one. She watches it very, very well. Takes that ball. Aims it downfield towards Smith. Smith can't get there. Neither can Dela Cruz. Competing well for it. Almost goes to the Raiders. I thought there might be a run on there, but we're going to bring that one back for a throw-in. This needs one of the Sharks players to just grab this game by the scruff of the neck like that and make a little move. And there were one mistake from the defender away. She rushed it. She had more time than she thought. Just saying, it's going to take someone, I think, to just get the ball at their feet and think, right, I'm going to change this game. I'm going to get my team back into it. And they almost had it straight away. You can see there on the scoreboard, 22 minutes remaining. Confirmation of that scoreline, 1-0 to the Raiders. You can't quite see the swimming pool. I might go for a little dip. Maybe they've got a diving board. It might work on my reverse pike. The Sharks need to reverse this scoreline, but they've given it away again. Space on the left-hand side. And I'll tell you what, that's good teamwork from the defence, from the player applying pressure to the ball, and then the centre-back coming across and just flying in, making a difference there. Oh, yeah, you can see the swimming pool now. Looks nice. I can't see the high diving board though. Here come the Sky Blues again of Ransom Everglades. That's the right ball. Need to find a good cross here, and they can't do it. Just runs away from them. A huge let-off for the University School Sharks. And a goal kick to be taken by Ramirez.
You got me.
20 minutes is still a long time to go in this game. This has been a better spell from the Raiders. Pinned back for this whole second half, and now they have a little bit of possession of their own to use. Here comes a high press, and they tell you what, it almost came off for them as well. And it was Zelnick who was applying that pressure, and she was calling for the ball there. It might yet come to her. Dela Cruz, and put a little bit too much behind that one. And that does look like we are going to have the break in the middle of the half, which is something I'm getting used to in this high school varsity soccer season. And there you can see the Raiders won, the Sharks nothing. 20 more minutes coming up very, very shortly. All right, well, it's the final quarter, I guess, to this game. And we're going to get the answer to all our questions. Are the Raiders going to hold on? Can the Sharks find that elusive goal?
Shots for another 20 minutes.
We'll get back underway with a goal kick.
Oh, no.
Straight at Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz sends it back in. Oh, and that one didn't miss by much.
Hi.
Dela Cruz and Smith are already getting ready for the short goal kick by. Well, actually, I think they're going to take this one long. They're wise to what Taylor and Shayla were doing. Taylor and Shayla. That sounds quite good. Double act. Here is Smith. Uses the ball nicely. And that's going to be a foul all day long in any game of soccer anywhere on the planet.
And a yellow card is shown.
Guys, seriously.
I think to the number 50, which is Stella Colombo.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think I can be in.
Not quite sure what went on there. I think Colombo went off the field and then came back on. When the referee is saying, no, you got to get off. This, I don't want to be cynical enough to say it's time wasting, but it does do the Raiders a little bit of a favour by taking a few seconds off the clock. Raskin with the ball. Another decent delivery. The two players go up for it, and it's the Raiders who get it out. A little bit of room down the left-hand side, trying to get that ball in early. And once again, the defence say, no, not tonight, and it's going to be a throw-in. I think Colombo is back on. This is Sharks' ball. There's lots of attention down there, and they're going to get a corner kick out of it here. Not much room to take the corner kick down in the corner there, but there's plenty of white jerseys forward. There's a short option as well. Ball comes in near post, but it's straight out of play, and that is a waste, unfortunately. Goal kick taken long downfield. Raskin wins ahead of Smith is there. Dela Cruz is helping her out. High ball. Is this going to be the moment? Dela Cruz helps it on. Zelnick is in there too, but the ball comes out to the almost to the halfway line, and it's the Sky Blues of the Raiders who have possession now. And into the bench, and that's going to be a throw in. I think the tempo needs to come up a little bit now for the Sharks. They've obviously got a game plan, and I'm sure they've talked about what happens if you end up a goal behind in the second half, but they need to really start making some quality clear-cut chances here. Plenty of room. Maybe this is where it's going to come. Shows a bit too much of that to the defender. And still, there is no way through. Raskin loses out there. 50-50 ball. The Sharks win it back. Is Herrera. Herrera almost gets it through to Raskin. I'm not sure if that's really what she intended. And the pressure comes here. And a chance for Ransom Everglades. It's 2 against 3. That's the right ball. Is there an overlap coming? Yes, there is. On the edge of the box, can they get a shot away? They can, but it's not very good. It's nowhere near the goal. But that was a rare chance in the final third. And it was the number 24, Joanna James, who was doing the closing down there. Here's James again. It almost comes back to James. They're on the back foot here, the Sharks. This is a chance for the second. Can't get that shot on target, but that really takes the pressure off the Everglades back line for a little bit. And Zelnick runs that one out of play. Good work by Herrera. Herrera forward to Smith. Smith still working hard for it, and that's going to be a free kick, is it, or a throw? A throw it is, and it comes towards Raskin. Raskin turns away well. Uses Herrera. Herrera lines it up from distance. Once again, no work required from the Raiders goalkeeper. Are we looking at a rare Sharks loss here? They've given it a fair effort here, but except for hitting the crossbar, hasn't really looked like there's going to be a Sharks goal for quite a while now, despite all this possession and all this time spent in the opponent's half. Oh, here's a chance here. They'll keep this ball in. There's a little bit of support there. It's going to be a throw-in. Maybe a little bit too honest there, staying on the feet. Feel that contact go down in the area. Maybe try and win the penalty kick, but the girls are too honest, if anything. Into the area. And once again, kick back out for a throw-in. I don't know how many throw-ins we've had in this game. It feels like a lot. A little shove in the back. That's a foul. Surely, referee. Well, that was a dangerous one because I think it was actually in the area as well. I saw a shove, but you can't rely on my opinion because I am not a qualified referee. So we'll give the ref the benefit of the doubt. He had a good view of it as well, so he knows better than I do. I think maybe I might have been guilty of just wanting a penalty. It's the right idea. Tried to curl that one in over on the far post. We'll take another look at that one. When the ball comes back here, maybe had time for one more touch. Almost feels like there's some sort of invisible force field around that Raiders goal. Around the penalty area, if anything, they just can't get in there. I think this Raiders coach has possibly been watching Italian football from the 1950s. He's built a team set up for the locked bolt, the locked door, no way through. Little substitution happening here.
Got 10 minutes of this game remaining. There's still plenty of time for the Sharks to find an equalizer, maybe more. But if they have the time, they're just not creating the chances in those golden areas. They're not crossing that little half space into the penalty area. Good control. Rush the ball forward. Did the sometimes the control can be the harder part, and then if you can find the pass, it's the easier part. But couldn't find the combination of the two there. I'm sure after 2 back-to-back games, there must be some tired legs out there. This is where you need the adrenaline to kick in. We'll have to wait and see, but I think we may have a touch longer than what we can see on the screen. The clock on screen might be as much as a minute off, but we'll have to wait and see. It is getting pretty late at night here as well. We're almost at 9:15. Hump Day Soccer here on YouTube. There's plenty of speed bumps at the back there for the Sharks. It's like trying to drive a Ferrari around a parking garage. You've got all the performance, but you can't use it because it's just not the right environment. It's all penned in. Oh, what's going to happen here? Is the ref going to get his yellow card out? No, I think it's just going to be a free kick.
All right, Kenzie.
A couple of players going forward. The Raiders are only leaving a couple back to mark Smith and De La Cruz as the free kick taker. So they're not exactly being cautious here. And the ball comes in, it hits James. Might be another chance for... oh, no. That shot dragged just wide. But it will be a corner kick. It was the player who got the yellow card, Colombo, who was there in close attention. Understandably, the Raiders in no particular rush to take this corner kick. This was one of those English Premier League games. We'd be here all night with all the time added on. But there we go. The corner comes in. Ramirez loses it. But they might have to deal with it for a second time here. That one's not as good a ball, but it's still loose. In the end, it goes out for a goal kick. Well, it was pretty late in the first half that we had the first goal. It would be a dramatic equaliser now at this stage. We are officially in dramatic equaliser territory. Selling it to Raskin. Raskin loses the ball, but up against a much bigger player, uses her strength well to keep possession, shepherd it back to the defence. De La Cruz can't find the pass forward. A little bit of a miscommunication there between the defender and keeper. And they need to get this back into play quickly. I think this is Zelnick on the ball. That's 100% commitment from the defender. shot from distance, trying to curl it in again into the top corner, but that one misses. The short goal kicks have gone now that the Raiders have the lead. Now they're looking to get it downfield at every opportunity. Raskin does well there to move that one on.
Get it.
But once again, just a bit rushed into the danger area. And the defender was too close. James trying to win that one back. Throw in taken quickly. It does need to be quick now for the Sharks. They need the killer instinct of the Shark, and they need to be quick like the cheetah. There needs to be some sort of combination of the two to get something out of this game. That one's not going to stay in play, and they're a long way from where they need to be. The Sharks here, they've got to get it all the way down the other end of the field. Loose ball. There's a little bit of space on the left-hand side for the Raiders, but that's good defending by the Whites. Oh, no. Is this going to be a chance for a second? No, more good defending. It's been a defensive masterclass, really, from both teams here. Just not giving their opponents an inch. That one's high. The header comes back across, and Ramirez did well there. Very cool under pressure. And that would have been game over if they hadn't have been switched on there. Here come the Sharks. Zelnick on the ball, goes from distance. Oh, it looked like that might bend in, but I think it was a little bit of a trick of the camera. Let's have a little look at the replay. Just needed to get whipped in with a bit more pace. It was an easy one for the goalkeeper in the end. We're almost at time here. Probably got a couple more minutes left to play. The Everglades are taking a little bit of advantage here of the Sharks pushing forward, looking for that equaliser. If they're sensible, they'll try and keep possession for as long as they possibly can here. But no, they want to send it into the middle. That gives the ball to Ramirez, and she can send it downfield. It's a nice high kick from Ramirez. It takes a bounce. It's helped on by Herrera, I think. It comes to Smith. It's got to be quick, this. De La Cruz with the throw. That's the right decision, I think, from De La Cruz. No foul, we play on. And they're dispossessed by Ransom Everglades Raiders. Johanna James on the ball. It's a decent looking pass. James might get it back here. There's a bit of space over on the right hand side, but they haven't seen it. De La Cruz can't keep it in. I don't know if she thought she might have been offside there or something. She didn't really compete to keep that ball in, and the Raiders will take their time over this throw. Looking at the scoreboard on the field, there's under a minute left. The referee might have a little bit of a case to put some time on. Have to wait and see. But it's looking like a Raiders win here tonight, unless we get a last gasp equaliser. And the ball is moving the wrong way for that to happen.
Stay.
A little heavy touch. Raiders get away with that one.
Goalie.
Oh, here's a chance. Into the middle. Oh, vital intervention by the defender. There's only 5 seconds left on this scoreboard on the field. The referee takes a look at his watch and brings this game to an end. It's a win against the stats, I think, for the Raiders. But you know what? The stat that means the most is the scoreboard. And the Raiders have 1-0 against the Sharks. It's going to be a long journey home for the University School Sharks. But thank you for joining us this Wednesday evening. Great game here in Coconut Grove. And that is the final score. We'll be back with more high school varsity soccer next week. So keep your eye on the University School socials for the details of those games.